So at this time, and there's never really been a minute where I have not, and all of us at Creation have not been honored to represent them to you guys. Let's give them a nice bar to welcome Jared and Jensen.
Happy 6 a.m. Vancouver time. It's not 2017. I have one line. I already messed it up. Wow. The rest of the day will go better now.
So Florida?
Who's a local? Who is a first timer? Well, welcome to the family. Who saw this guy last night? I missed it. We
I like to talk about it. I blacked out.
Blackout more often then.
Blackout more often.
Yeah. Who's that you? No shoot. I was like, okay, man, it's a long trek. I'm just gonna get to bed. In the Packers game, like. I know. Listen, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I have nothing to speak of. We didn't even make it. We didn't almost make it. We were like 100. So. Who's seen the preview for next Wednesday? Yeah, very, very cool. I think I was so thrilled. There are a few more twists that I can't talk about, but I was so thrilled at the end of last year when we saw you guys that I almost couldn't contain what was going to happen in episode 9, and now episode 10 happens, and what happens? The only time it gets quiet is when we start whispering.
Right. I forgot! Oh, maybe 2017, though, I guess that's
I made one mistake. Well, we're happy to be here. And we're
My biggest little bit to kind of go this morning. We literally flew in last night
be kind.
from the West Coast, so
I want to go on.
yeah.
Always.
But we're happy to be here.
We love you back. Hi, see you. No, it was good. I saw it's a funny perspective. I see another shiny fingers. It's all light. It's the sun comes over there and a supernova. Too many layers. Welcome to 2017. Who has 2 thumbs is French, and it's not a drummer. Moi. I'm not really French. Thumbs. Moi.
That was early for the comedy silence.
Try the deal, guys, and they're over.
No, don't.
Well, before we just jibber jabber, let's see the audience. Yes, I see an ace of spades, ace of something, a something of something.
Oh, that's fan because it's warm.
Oh, I know. I put this on. I'm sweating.
I do have a question.
That's 20 years
It does have a voice.
Yes.
Probably not magic mic now.
You're really making it difficult. Difficult. Trying to be good. So first of all, thank you.
I love your grammar first off. Sorry, I hate to. But that's good. Making it difficult. A lot of people say making it tough. You know.
My grandmother was an English teacher. She would roll over in her grave.
I love it. I'm married to an English major, and I'm the son of an English major, so I've been around it.
Sorry.
He's French, remember?
So thank you guys first of all for coming. I know y'all are busy and I appreciate y'all taking the time out to come, so thank you. Second of all, Jensen, you rocked it last night.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And congratulations on the Choice Award.
I think it makes a really good team.
But I actually have your hand up and my friend has a question.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
I have a bet with my best friend. And you know how bets are with your best friend, right?
Okay.
There's a lot of trash talking. I've already decided that I'm going to lose this bet.
You already said the which? You're gonna lose the bet?
I am,
It
yeah.
sounds like this is getting worse. Like
Yeah. If I lose the bet, or when I lose the bet, I have to eat 5.
I can't, I see you're 9 feet tall. And French. Wait.
I have to eat 5 vegan grapefruit gummy bears.
5.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's too early.
Three
Vegan.
things that should never go together. Wait, say that again?
If I lose the bet, I have to eat 5
5
vegan
vegan
grapefruit.
grapefruit.
Gummy bears.
No, but why does that exist?
That's what I said. And I have to ask you, Jensen, so I'm putting a little bit of pressure on you this morning.
What's that?
I have to ask you, so you've got the pressure this morning.
Oh, great.
Put your knee head on. And Sam has 7 keys to the Impala.
I'm sorry, you drove my face.
Does Sam have 7 keys to the Impala?
Does Sam have 7 keys to the Impala? But there's a high key. So it doesn't need one.
Awesome, thank you.
And Dean is back in cigarettes and Sam knows where he
And I don't know if you noticed, but very rarely will you see Dean pull the keys out or put the keys away. A lot of times, I just leave the keys in the car. The fact that that car has to get stolen all the time. But years ago, Sam decided to purchase LoJack, so we're good.
I want to see a list of every character that's supernatural that's driven the Impala. Me, you,
And the 2 girls.
The ballet
the girls.
Charlie.
Young
That's
John.
right, the same as well.
All right, look, just write it down.
Gabriel Simon. It's probably less than 10. I see a hand.
Are you eating some, like,
Are you eating bears?
gluten-free candy now?
YouTube it. My favorite, I heard from someone over here, someone goes, "Oh," you go, why do they exist? She goes, for people who lose bets. Well done. Well done.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
When are all y'all going to be on inside the Ackles studio?
With Will Ferrell hosting? Or with, and then you seen the, what was that movie? With Will Ferrell and Vince Vaughn? We're going streaking! Old school. Yes. It's 2017. And I'm French. What's your kid? That's a line. You just don't cheese. I don't care. Do they roll their R's? Stop it! So we went to Italy. This is a total non-sequitur. We were in Italy years ago for a convention, and Jen and I kind of like went off on our own and went to like Tuscany and some other places. Venice, what's the 5 cities? Cinque Anyways, so like I don't speak Italian, surprise. So I was just like, whenever I wanted to say something, was like we go to a restaurant and they'd be like, and I'd be like, Later on, I learned this means like F*** CK or something. And so the waiter would come up and be like, sit, you know, behind it, and I'd be like, and he'd be like, that was a weird response. Because I would make an angry face and be like, weird American would like the, I should have just done French.
Very Padalecki, doing French. Jerry Padalecki, you're Italian.
English.
It's like the deal doing accents. My wife is not good at doing accents.
That's being
Her
nice.
only thing is she said, like, hey, the deal, do a French accent. She goes, oh!
Every accent starts with, oh.
Do a East Indian accent. Oh!
It's the same
It's the
thing.
same. Anyway,
She's doing the accent.
when
Yeah.
are you going to be on the actor? Inside the actor
I
studio?
want to be a Will Ferrell inside the extra.
That is not what she's talking about. Talking some lived in action.
Nice.
You know what? Probably never. Here's why. We can win awards and they don't even invite us to the award show. I doubt they're going to invite us on Inside the Actor Studio. The oddest hug ever. It's a French hug.
I think y'all should invite him to the New York Con.
The what, huh?
Lipton?
Yeah.
It's very mobile. That's not bad.
Oh, now we're definitely.
Now we're working.
It's in the same state, you won't have an excuse.
What state is inside the
New York.
Oh, I see. No, we're good shot.
Challenge accepted.
Return shot.
Yes.
Do you guys, who's Bobby and who's Rufus?
Between us, who's Bobby and who's Rufus?
You're probably Bobby.
Yeah, so you guys don't agree with it? Yeah.
You're both.
There you go.
Compass.
Rufus.
Right here in the aisle. I saw you first, yes.
I have a question. With all the episodes you've done, have you guys ever thought about doing one based on St. Augustine?
Jerry?
St. Augustine.
Oldest city in the United States.
Where is
It's
it? What city is it in?
The city!
Love to. We'll do it in 2018 next year. That'd be great. I think we love to. I think it's
Wait, who's the city named after?
St. Augustine. St.
You
Augustine.
guys know what? St. Augustine!
Have we ever done, for those who are familiar with the rules, have we done an episode based in Florida at all?
Visiting spot.
I heard somebody turn, blah, blah, blah. Fun. St. Augustine it is. Yes. All right. SoCar.
Germany.
Oh, right here. C2. I'll start speaking in like chess terms. C2 to E.
Please don't.
Hi, I'm a little nervous, but I want to congratulate you on your PCA.
Thank you.
And I was wondering if your video that you did
Mhm.
with Misha, did you plan it beforehand or did you completely improv it?
This is what went into that video. By the publicist for Warner Brothers sent me an email and said, hey, People's Choice Award would love for you to send them a little video that they could post on their website, a little acceptance video. And I'm like, did you invite me to? No, I'm like, screw them. And I was like, oh, all right. So then I was like, well, I don't want to do it by myself. But Misha just got there, he just got to work. And so I was like, oh, you won last year? Yeah, I'll just see if he wants to go record a little video with me. So Cliffy and I walked over to his trailer, knocked on his trailer. I was like, hey, do a little, let's just do a little video. I'm going to do a little acceptance speech. Why don't you, I think it was actually Cliff's idea that said, where are you? Like, was it used that said, for him to hand me the award? Where is he?
Was it used? He's not just looking places.
I know.
Cliff, that sounds good.
He's
You're
outside.
not over there. Cliff, is that you? You're not over there.
You're looking out. You're looking out, Mike.
Cliff, you got it, right?
He said, oh, you haven't, and it was like, great. So Cliff was actually recording on the iPhone. And it was...
Right, Cliff?
We did,
No, you're not over there.
no, it was, you know, we didn't, that was it. It was like, hey, how about you introduce and then hand me the award, and that's it. And we did one take, and we're like, all right, that works. And we looked at it, he had recorded the whole thing in slow motion. Not very long, fantastic. I think I still have it. And they were like, okay, take two. And then you saw take two. There was no editing, there was no nothing, and that's just what it was.
Jared, we'll get you in next year.
Sweet.
I'm not handing it over. I'm kidding, I will. With a bow. Yes, right there.
I was just wondering, when you do your directing, how much do you get to do after you actually do the directing and saying you do any of the editing, music, any of that stuff?
I get to do what they call a director's edit, or director's cut. So as I'm filming, as we're shooting up in Vancouver, all of the dailies are getting sent to the post house in LA, and I think we have roughly 4 editors that rotate. So whoever gets assigned to me, they start compiling all the material and all the footage and start doing a kind of a loose assembly, an editor's cut, an editor's assembly. There's, I don't know, depends on who you are, is how they like the verbiage. But so they start putting stuff together, and then they start sending me scenes, and I can look at those scenes and give them notes, or I can just send notes down with the dailies and give them an idea of what I was thinking. A lot of times they put it together better than I was intentionally thinking, so they're just like, yeah, great, that was awesome, don't touch it. But then I will go down and sit in the editing bay once the show has been filmed, and I will spend an afternoon going through the whole episode and going, you know what, let's cut back to him there, let's do it. Let's use the tiger shot. Let's just not use Jared's coverage.
Greetings. We want to thank us. So editors, so we have so much footage. It takes 8 long days to get all the raw footage for a 42-minute episode. So there's hours and hours and hours. And I've, on several occasions, met our editors. So the other thing is, like, y'all see Supernatural a lot after it's been done, so y'all see our faces a lot. But they see us, like, before they call action, after they call cut. When Jensen and I are talking about dinner and stuff, and so people come up and be like, hey, so Gotham's pretty good, huh? I'm glad you had that good meal. I'm like, who are, like, what? And they're like, oh,
They stare at our faces.
They stare at our faces
all day long, that's their job.
but also they hear our conversations. So they'll be like, hey, is Tom back from his cold? Like, what? Who are you? Oh, sorry, I edited, or I helped edit this or that. So they hear all our conversations.
Yeah, because it goes in this order. It goes, all right, lock it up, roll sound, boom, now sound is rolling, cameras are on, and then they
Background ready, well,
They
yes.
gotta go, okay, now the slates come in, and it's like, 24 Apple, take 3, A only mark. All the while, we're standing there on camera talking. And then they're like, okay, lock it up, all right, here we go, and camera's set.
And so we're talking
So there's a few, 5-10 seconds before every.
And we'll have a conversation, like, also the other day, and then we'll just continue our conversation. So they hear an entire conversation from ours, talk about family, friends, and it reminds me so Genevieve, when she tried for Ruby, she was like, I was sure I'd be the role, because when she walked in, they were like, yeah, Phil loves you. She's like, who's Phil? Because Phil had edited her pilot for Wildfire, but she never met him. But like it was the same situation, like she did Phil's recommendation. She's like, who's Phil? I'm like, who's Phil? He's our producer. Oh, great.
I got a very healthy reminder of the fact that the editors listen to us when you don't think they're listening to us. When Misha asked me about the editing process, because he was about to direct, and I started saying, I was like, well, it's a little boring, you're sitting in there. I was in there for like 4 hours, and it's like, oh gosh, I'm just not used to that kind of work. I don't do that. Plus, I can't actually. I don't know what they're doing all this stuff with the Avid, and they're moving things, and they're clicking, and they're doing, and I'm just sitting there waiting and not knowing, and they're like, okay, how about this? I'm like, yeah, that's great. Okay, next note, this. And I'm just sitting there drinking coffee. So I was telling Misha this while the cameras were rolling. And I get an email the next day from my editor. Now, Nicole and I are on very good terms. She's a lovely woman. I love her. She's fantastic at her job. And we're super lucky to have her on the show. But she is not shy to remind me that she's listening. And she just wrote me a sweet little email. She was like, funny, Jensen, I thought we had a good time. And then sent a little like 5-second clip of me saying that I was boring. I was like, oh.
I just wanted to tell you, I think you've done an excellent job in all the ones you've directed.
What's that?
Yeah, you have done an excellent job in all of the episodes.
I see a hand right there in the middle. I think she's saying me hi.
My question is for Jensen.
Sweet, we all your
So I heard Daniel Craig doesn't want to play James Bond anymore. Would you consider that role?
No British accent, it's not working.
Can you do an English accent?
Would they ever hire a non-British actor to play James Bond?
To be French.
Connor's not British.
Well,
Over Slasky wasn't British. Sorry, I'm a Bond nerd.
I mean, I wouldn't say no. James Bond? Nah. Nah, holding out for Batman.
I was watching This Is Doubtfire this morning when Pierce Brosnan, sorry, Bond.
Wait, you were watching This Is Doubtfire?
Yes. Well, what were you watching this morning?
The news?
I didn't watch the news. He is,
I'm so sorry. The reason we're keep going in the middle is because we can't see this way. Okay, all right. There's the. Okay, how about yes, right here with the no, right with the fan thing that's happening.
she was just stretching. She didn't have
Right.
No, actually, my question's for both of y'all.
Hi.
And I'm Cecily Dodd, I'm also from Texas.
Yes.
I was wondering, which is more more difficult for you to play? Would it be like when you're being evil and badass and soulless and demon? Or when you're having to be really super funny? Or when you're having to be romantic?
I hate the funny. I don't hate it, it's just, it's nerve-wracking. I was having a conversation with a buddy. It's one thing to be, like, have a sense of humor in real life, and another to do it on camera. When I feel like, it feels very, so for me, the other two are easier than, they feel easier. I'm less anxious about the other two than funny.
I would, on any day, rather do comedy and or action than have to do romantic charming.
Well, you're both very good at it. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. I'm gonna go, I see somebody like semi-standing. Yes, you're doing the semi-fever thing with the arm. Yes, exactly. You're talking to the microphone. Got it. It's you. She's on the spirit. Stop it.
First of all, I'm an English major at the University of North Florida.
Yeah, English.
And,
Don't pronounce it.
I'm sorry, a lot of us sick of hearing this, but I'm also in the supernatural class there.
I'm sorry, did you say a supernatural class?
So, yeah.
At a university? Can you major in that? Wait, this is just about like the supernatural, like.
Get with the program.
Are you trying to tell me there is a class?
Le supernatural.
That was Spanish.
You didn't see the hand.
That was Italian. I'm so sorry.
Sorry. Speak slowly. It's Monday.
Oh wait, I really want to understand this. There is a class that deals with the show that he and I are a part of that gets taught at a university. What curriculum is that a part of?
It's actually part of our general education writing class.
Of course it is.
Somebody give him a chair.
I bet you could do it.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to talk to you later. I need to understand this better.
Well, my professor has a meet and greet with you later on, so I bet.
Okay. What school is this?
The University of North Florida.
Okay. The University of Eric Kripke. I'm so sorry. What's your question?
Okay, so I also asked this question to Mark yesterday, but I was wondering if there was an experience or a lesson that you guys learned in your acting career that pretty much changed it forever, that you just kind of hold on to.
God, there are dozens. Jensen?
Yes, there were many little things along the way that I think helped shape kind of how we work and how, we look at things and handle things. There's I don't know if any of you watch CNN, but they're running promos for this thing on people that changed our lives or something like that. And that sort of got me thinking, like, I wonder if there's one person that was like responsible for like skewing me on the path that I'm on today. And I started thinking, I thought back to when I was on Days of Our Lives. And I was he's a soap opera fan. And I was young. I had just gotten to Los Angeles and was maybe 19, 20. And Deidre Hall, who plays Marlene. I remember I I showed up first day on set, and she was very intimidating, and still is to this day. Like, I remember she came up to me and she said, know your lines, hit your mark, and stay out of my light. And I just go, yes, ma'am. And I remember going, okay, I will never not do that. And then as I worked on the show a little bit longer, she really kind of took me under her wing. And then when they came to me at the end of my 3-year contract and said, hey, we want to renegotiate another 3 years, she pulled me into her dressing room. She was like, not in hell. No way. Get out of here and do better than this. And she like wouldn't let me resign. So I think she was certainly responsible for me not staying there longer than I did, but she also taught me a lot of lessons that I wanted to forget. So, and you know, I was young and looking for lessons. I was just a sponge, so I looked at the people who'd been there a long time and I'm like, okay, what can I learn from you?
Mine's less specific, and I think it probably, maybe with the way you posed your question, being in school, and having just read David Bowie's Proust questionnaire answers, which are fantastic, and they asked him what his ideal, like what's perfection to him, and his answer was reading. And I guess what I kind of gathered from my time as an actor is that you can learn so much from reading and from knowing other people. You don't have to literally experience everything to experience everything. And you can learn, like I've learned so much from Sam, I've learned from Dean, I've learned from movies I've watched, from books I've read. And so I think I learned that with an open mind, you can really learn a lot by being aware of your surroundings, being aware of the people, and kind of this level of empathy to, I mean, I empathize with a fictional character, very much so, you know? So I think what I learned is to kind of keep an open mind, and that you can learn a whole lot about life and about experience. And we had so many conversations really recently about 11 years, like people are, like, it's still, we have kids and wives, and our lives have gone to 70 different places in the last decade and change. But all along, you realize at some point in time, you're like, you know what, one of these days, when I get around to living, I'm gonna do this. One of these days, like when life starts, I'm gonna do that. And you look in the mirror, and if there is something, you got a family and a home, you're like, I'm gotta stop waiting for life. This is life. Like start enjoying it for what it is. Here now.
Yeah, you just ate up all your time with your questions.
Is it 2018 now? It's 2018 now. We love you guys. We'll see y'all later.